Hey everybody, L here, playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and we're looking at another Organization 13 event. This time we're featuring Lexaeus B, number 5 for the month of May, and we're looking at a 4-star difficulty level event. Here's the new Lexaeus B medal at 5 stars and the hairstyle that we can pick up. And Lexaeus B is a single target medal that's stronger the later you set him in your Keyblade. He deals 11 hits, costs 5 gauges, and has a range multiplier between 6.88 up to 9.42 at max guild. So this is really similar to Xemnas B, but not exactly. The top end multiplier 9.42 is that's the same, but the 6.88 I believe is a little bit lower. He costs 1 more gauge and he does 11 hits instead of 1, so this one's going to be less relevant I think for high score challenges than Xemnas B was for free-to-play players. And I think the extra gauge, I don't know why they made it 5 instead of 4, but I guess you can have the flexibility of putting him in slots 3 or 4, whereas Xemnas B was kind of a slot 5 or not, either a 9.42 or the low end multiplier on that medal. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the event. This time we're looking at 13 quests. Everything is power, and the theme here this time is being able to kind of tough out and tank the enemy's hits. So I'm going to run maybe the last 5 quests here. We'll start with number 9 with this large shark. Heartless, this is the one where we get the hairstyle. And I'm going to bring a deck like this. Not the strongest in terms of firepower, but this lets me use the same thing for the last 5 quests. And main key points here is that since everything is power, it's good to have a strong single target medal. That's my Donald and Goofy. And my Tyree has DB2 max or guard up M 100%. And then my second chance 2 is on this illustrated Vivi. So I just kind of threw him in that 3rd slot. Okay, here we go. Okay, next quest, number 10. And here we have some preemptive strike enemies. That's totally fine as long as we make sure there's some heals somewhere in our deck to go along with our defense skills. You want to make sure you heal back up before the next enemy that'll also preemptive strike you. If you're able to heal back up to full, that attack that I got hit by right there was not strong enough to KO me without the... even if my defense boost wasn't 100%. So as long as you can heal back up to max, you should be good. Depending on your setup though, if you're finding that you're having difficulty with the enemies that have counters and your medals are dealing too many hits, it may be worth switching Keyblades or looking for a different setup using medals that deal fewer hits. Here we're looking at quest number 11. We're going to try to one-turn everything, that's the objective. This one we don't have to worry about defense as much, as long as we're able to bring enough horsepower to finish him in one turn. Quest number 12. This time we have to two-turn this enemy. And he does have a really low count, only a count of 4. Now I could have brought in a setup that finishes him before it gets to 0, but I'll show you guys what happens. When he gets to 0, he'll counterattack, and that always gives you paralysis. So my metal got skipped there, so I'll probably have to go to a second turn. And the attacks that he does on his regular turn are going to be stronger than his counterattacks. And here's that counterattack again. It's weaker, but it will paralyze you. But not a problem if you're packing defensive skills in second chance. So two-turning this one is okay because the objective gives you a little bit more time. And overall, this event isn't really going to get into that harder difficulty until the very last quest. So this is where we might have a kind of a Xemnas B situation on our hands for global players. We're looking at a series of fights leading up to the Iron Giant. So this is where having both a defense boost and a second chance is pretty much required. So on this preemptive strike that paralyzes me, if I don't have that defense boost proc, I would have been dead. And this paralyzing attack only lasts for 2 metals, so if you're able to attack with both like I did there, you're fine, it goes away. I guess they were a little bit nice about that. They didn't make the paralysis last the whole turn. I don't think this guy, well, maybe. He might be able to be one turn with some EX metals. But here we're going to two-turn him. On his regular turn, the attack kills me without a, even with a defense proc, the attack kills me, and my second chance 2 didn't proc there. So let's go back in. Maybe second chance 2 will proc this time. So first turn we're definitely relying on a defense boost proc. And we're hoping the paralysis doesn't skip my Kyrie. Okay, and then I'm hoping for a second chance on the enemy turn. There it is. And that's just enough to take him out in 2 turns. So on this last quest, you pretty much have to look at your Keyblade setups and you have to kind of decide if you have enough damage, if you have enough DPS to take these out in 1 or 2 turns. Now this guy on his preemptive strike, he'll kill me even with the defense boost proc. So I'm going to need my second chance right away because he did buff his general defense 1 tier. I guess that was enough. But luckily we have enough damage here to take him out in 1 turn. So even though our second chance proc was used up, we can still take him out. But I was saying before, if you don't have enough DPS on your Keyblade to take these out in 1 or 2 turns, then you're going to have to look into a more defensive strategy. Something that is stacking more tiers of PSM, specifically power-based defense. Xemnas B is no good in this event because he only provides speed and magic defense buffs. So you're looking at Santa Claus, Cinderella, and Jack, Cinderella SP, maybe Pluto B. Those will be more relevant. For the Iron Giant, we're going to 2-turn him here, but on his first turn, there's a little bit of RNG. He has 2 different attacks, one where he does 1 hit, just swinging his sword, or he has a 2-hit attack. If he does the 1-hit attack, we can survive with just a defense boost proc. But let's see, if he does, here's his 2-hit attack, that's stronger. So even with the defense boost proc, I'm still dead, so I'm going to need that second chance too. So because my single target magic metals are strong enough, I just needed to bring the defense boost and the second chance. But again, if you don't have enough horsepower, you're going to need to bring more defensive metals, so you're not going to have to... you'll probably end up having to give up more Keyblade slots for those metals. And that's okay. I mean, the objectives... Let's take a look at them again. Especially for that last one. So this quest number 13, it doesn't have you finish in a set number of turns. So as long as you can survive, you can take as many turns as you want. It's just a clear with no continues objective. But anyway, good luck to everyone running this event. I know the first 12 is pretty easy, but don't give up on the last one. Try different metals and different setups to get you there. You know, stack defensive metals if you need to. You know, a clear is a clear, and so 7 metals for Guilt. Unfortunately, they're still not giving us an 8th to reroll these with. So I would recommend, for JP players at least, we're not in a campaign, so maybe hang on to it until a campaign comes around. And that's about it for this event. So thank you guys so much for watching, and take care, and I'll see you guys next time.